Do you think it's important to use local and native products in everyday cooking? Do you use these products when cooking with class or for yourself? Yeah, I definitely use local products. Native products, again, if you're talking about, are you talking about Indigenous food there?
Well, it's just like sort of more like ingredients, so like stuff like macadamia nuts or like
I would use
rivermint
local food,
instead
I
of
reckon.
mint. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would refer to it as local food, probably not so much native food, you know.
Yeah.
So, if you do use local and native products with your class, how often? Oh, definitely local products. And native to the area, I guess. But yeah, if we're not talking about Indigenous food, local products all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time because they're cheaper.
Yeah.
And they're easily available. What is your knowledge of local and native food? Probably. Again, do you mean? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Probably my knowledge is probably as far as what's available in the supermarkets.
Yeah.
To be really honest, and I think most people would be like that, and then you see that in the fruit and veg section the most.
Yeah.
So I'd probably look at the fruit and veg section in my local supermarket to see the change of seasons in food and then the change of price.
Yeah.
So what's available and what's expensive, what's cheaper. Are there any assignments you give your class to educate your students on local and native foods? Yeah, so we do like a lock of ore, like a local food assignment, and then we talk about multicultural foods. We just finished that in year 10, and so they do talk about Indigenous foods to Australia.
Yeah.
Local foods would be more like would come through more in the price, and we'd talk about that in an assignment that would be just about lock of all foods or local foods. So yeah, definitely. Yeah. And probably only at year 10, although in year 8 and 9, the kids, I would talk about it to the kids, but they're not as interested.
Yeah.
They don't really care.
Yeah.
Until they have to buy it. And then they start to realise that, yeah, food's really expensive. And if you buy it out of season or not locally, it gets more expensive. I used to run an excursion to the Wollonga markets, but to show them the expense of food, we'd go on a Saturday morning. But it just got so expensive, and the kids were like interested, but it just got very expensive, and so I stopped it. But it showed the kids how varied even like really good quality local food can be compared to the price of it in a supermarket. So, and a lot of the kids wouldn't shop at the Wollonga markets anyway. They just go to the supermarket.
Yeah.
How available are local and native products to you? Probably just like everyone else. Seriously, like what's in the supermarket?
Yeah.
And probably how expensive it is
Yeah.
would be a big dictator, especially these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's available and what's the expense of it.